What is going on, people? Hello. This has come out of the blue. Yes. As people as aware, Sabri Lamouchi has been sacked as Nottingham Forest manager, and it's mental. But I get people in, and I got the coach in, Malcolm Owen, to get his opinion on everything. So, people, comment below on what's everything. I'm gonna get the coach in, Malcolm Owen. Malcolm!
Benjamin!
What is happening?
Oh, it's Forest, isn't it? I mean, there's never a dull moment with us, is there? I mean, I know we've been talking about it for the last few days, and I've said it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. And it was a bit tongue-in-cheek, but in real terms, I'm not surprised he's gone. The form, really, since the Leeds game back in January has been diabolical. And to not be able to go over the line at the end of last season. The only thing that surprised me, Ben, is they gave him a brand new contract.
It's like I said, I'm not surprised. It was coming, but I thought it'd be 2 days, not now.
Yeah.
Before we do, Malcolm, talk about who's coming in next to blah blah. What is your favourite moment with Sabri Lamouchi?
What is my what with Sabri Lamouchi?
Favorite moment
as
manager.
I thought that's what he said.
Away days and that.
Favorite moment with Sabri, probably when we went top of the league at Stoke away last year, and he got quite emotional when he came over in front of the Forest fans, and you could see at that point how much it meant to him. And I remember saying to you on the journey back in the car, you know, I feel we've got a really good one here. And yeah, there's been times as well where he's been running up and down the touchline, really motivating him, which is great to see. And there hasn't been any of that for the last few games, and something's not been right. But yeah, I think my favourite moment is after the win at Stoke City when we went top of the league. He was, he was well pumped up.
What's your worst moment with Lamouchi?
My worst moment is probably the late equaliser away at Derby when he looked like a completely broken man.
Yeah, I was about to say the same.
I think he knew at that point that we weren't going to do it. And I don't think he knew what the answer was. Because, Craig's mate, Chris Martin, did us a kick. Keep telling Craig to give him a razor job when he shaves him, but there you go. Nah, in all seriousness, yeah, Derby away. What's your favourite moment, Ben?
I've had loads, Malcolm, because like I said, I remember like our away days, we had so much wins as well with him. So Brentford was there. Brentford away.
That was great.
That was great. You know that atmosphere of the fans.
That was a great.
Yeah, I think that's my best moment. Stoke as well. Stoke away was a good moment, but I think personally, Brentford away.
You know that night at Brentford when we won, and what did you think? What did you think was going to happen then? Because I know what I thought. What did you think was going to happen then?
Brentford away.
Yeah. After that point, when we got back in on the bus to come back, and we were all buzzing, we all thought we were going up, didn't we?
I thought because I know you were so optimistic, Malcolm.
Yeah, I've been optimistic all season.
You was optimistic all season. I thought it was our season. It was our season. But that game against Millwall, when we lost 3-0.
I think the turning point for me, I mean, it's very easy to look back now and say Charlton at home, but I think the turning point for me was Sheffield Wednesday when we lost, when we was 4-0 down.
Yeah,
and there's just something about Nottingham Forest. We haven't got that fight anymore nowadays, and you know that if we go more than 2-0 down, or even nowadays this season 2-0 down, if we go more than 2-0 down, we ain't going to get anything. We're not going to get a point, nothing. Whereas in previous years, and I'm going back a long way, probably longer than since you've been going, Ben, but in previous years we had that fight where we would come back and win 3-2 or draw 4-3 or draw 4-4 or win 4-3 or whatever. Yeah. Aston Villa away must be a good memory for you. That's I was in LA to watch the Tyson Fury fight, so I missed it, but that must be a good night as well.
That was fun. That wasn't Lamouchi, was it? It was Cranky, wasn't it?
Yeah. God,
Mark,
I know. But there you go. That's how many managers we have.
See what I mean, people? This is what it is when he gets old age. Marco's about 50 now, and he's losing it.
More than that, 52. But no, it's yeah.
So Malcolm, I know I'm not going to give this question. Who is next Forest manager?
Who would I like, or who's going to be next?
Who would you wait? I'll give you 2 queens. Who would you like?
I think of the managers that are out there, I think I'd like Chris Hughton.
Yeah.
I think he's got the experience. I think he's quite a calm individual. I like him. I think there's a lot of talk of Eddie Howe. I can't see Eddie Howe coming to Forest purely because when he left Bournemouth, he said he wanted to have a year off because he was burnt out. So it might be too soon for him. And also, I'm not sure he'd want to come and do it because he's the type of manager apparently who wants to run the club from top to bottom. He wants to do everything. Yeah, he's an old school manager, and 100%. That isn't going to work at Nottingham Forest.
100%.
So I think that the thing that makes me think Houston is a couple of things. COVID's going well again, Ben. A couple of things.
Thanks, Malcolm.
That's all right. A couple of things with Hughton. He had the chance to go to Bristol City earlier last season, and he didn't. And also, Forest dip in form, and the players seem to not be playing for Lamouchi, and there's been a lot of comings and goings, and all of a sudden, all the Portuguese lads are out of favour and they're being shipped out. Have they all decided to leave because they know Lamouchi's going? Or have they gone because the new manager doesn't fancy him? Or since the lack of form, have they known that something's been going on in the background where we've seen it with Martin O'Neill? They got rid of Martin O'Neill. 20 minutes later, they appoint Sabri Lamouchi, so they've obviously been talking to him in the background. Have they been negotiating with Chris Hughton in the background? Or somebody else you don't know, do you? And I know there's a lot of talk about Nigel Pearson. And
no chance.
Well,
no chance.
The only thing I would say about Nigel Pearson, and I don't want him, the only thing I'd say about him is we won't get bullied. We won't get bullied as a team, I don't think. But that's who I would like. So I'd like Hughton, of the managers that are currently available. Who do I think we'll get? We'll get somebody from the
foreigner.
We'll get somebody from the Greek second division who's got 5 minutes of Intertoto experience from 30 years ago.
Malcolm, you know what? Bang on. That's what I said exactly the same, because I'm not trying to cause trouble. So the comments before I do say I'm not trying to cause trouble, because when we had, remember what's the other French guy we had?
Philippe Montagnier.
These Greeks sometimes they want to take over with do this, do that. I think we need a strong manager that can do from top to bottom, like you said, Eddie Howe. That's why I think Eddie Howe won't come. If we get someone English, do you think they'll get full responsibility? Full responsibility of, because like I said, you need to remember, like, we've got this director of football.
Absolutely no way.
Absolutely
no way. It is very clear at our club, and I like Mr. Randall. I think he's a good CEO. But I think personally, my personal view is that the Greeks run this club from top to bottom, and that's it. They own the club. They're allowed to do that, and it's the same in business. It's if you haven't got a 51% ownership of a business, you've got nothing. Yeah. So as fans, we've got very little input. So unfortunately.
Last question, Malcolm. If whoever comes as manager, do you think he will want to bring his own players in, or do you think he will be told, you've got the players in, stick with it?
Or are these players that have come in actually his players?
No.
Who knows? What do I think? No, it won't get. There's no opportunity now to bring anybody else in until January or whenever the next transfer window is. I think whoever comes in is going to have to work with what they've got, definitely. And let's face it, we've probably got about 40 first team players now.
Malcolm, it's confirmed.
Go on.
Chris Hughton is named as Nottingham Forest manager.
I told you, they've been negotiating.
Oh, great! Oh my!
They've been negotiating with him since March.
Oh, great!
Telling you, and I tell you what, I'm over the moon about that. I think that's a fantastic appointment.
People in the comments, what do you think? Chris Hughton has been named as Nottingham Forest manager. Great!
I called it. That's why
you called it, Malcolm.
Yeah, I called it last week, but.
Wow,
yeah.
I've got to change my banner now. Oh, good for.
Do your banner put?
Right, people.
Being sacked. You should have prepared one that says Hughton appointed.
Oh yeah, but I didn't know, Mark.
I tell you what, mate. I'm very optimistic now.
Right, people, listen to me. Right. You know what? Forget it. I'll change the banner in a minute. Who cares? Who cares? Right. So.
Lamouchi's old news. Hey. This Chris Hughton better not be fake news.
No, it's confirmed from the Forest website.
Excellent.
From the Forest website.
It's on Wikipedia as well.
Oh, great. Right, so people, it's been confirmed. Chris Hughton has been named Nottingham Forest manager. Malcolm, what do you think?
I'm over the moon. I'm absolutely over the moon, Ben.
Great.
Don't get me wrong, I like Sabri Lamouchi, but I think Chris Hughton's different mustard. He knows the English leagues. I think he's a great coach. I think he'll do us a good job. I think he will.
You know what, Malcolm? And this is the first thing I'm going to say because my brother Guy, he looks like Chris Hughton. So now I've got to call.
He does a bit, doesn't he? He does.
Because I always call him Chris Hughton. So now my brother, Guy Dore, has been officially named as Nottingham Forest manager.
I like it.
But back to business, Malcolm. But do you think, like I said, Chris Hughton, is he the man to get us up? Call it now, yes or no?
Yes.
This season.
But what's more important, Ben, is what's the song going to be? What song are we going to make up?
Well, people, comment below. What do you think the song will be in?
And not Chris Hughton's Red and White Army. I want something like Chris Hughton Take Forest Up for Me, an original song.
Oh, great. Right, you know what?
Great.
You know what, Malcolm? I might have to come back on again later. Are you free to come back later when you finish your dinner?
I finished my dinner. I wolfed it down for you. When you told me I got 5 minutes, I was like...
Right, what it is, what I'm going to do, people who's watching now, I'm going to come back in 10 minutes. Malcolm, are you free in 10 minutes?
Probably, yeah. Just better ask the boss because she's come round for the
yes.
TV.
Yes.
Bake Off's on in a bit,
I'll forget Bake Off. It's okay. Don't worry about Bake Off. Well, I'm going to try and get some more Forest fans that we know so we can communicate about this new manager. But for people, I'll be back. Give me 10 minutes and I'll be back with the news of Chris Hughton has been named as Nottingham Forest manager. But Malcolm, thank you very much.
You Reds!
Thank you, Reds.
See you later. See you in a bit, Ben.
Cheers, Malcolm. Right, so people, I'll be back in 10 minutes. About the announcement of Nottingham Forest have appointed Chris Hughton as Nottingham Forest manager. Please come back. I will have a few more people coming on as well. So please don't go. I will be back.